Wave woke up in her apartment and looked outside. A sidewalk chalk art was next to her in the entrance of the apartment section. It looked like a random buried treasure map with question marks. She was in the Nature Queen's base, ready for an adventure. Breezy was riding on the sidewalk with sidewalk chalk. She was wearing a summer bikini and looked like she was in a pool. She looked up at the window. She waved and said, "Hello, Wave. How are you? Are you ready to find a buried treasure?" Wave walked down the stairs. Then she went outside of the apartment and she said, "Sure, where do you think we should go find it?" Breezy said, "I think maybe we should go for a beach or a boat port." Wave followed Breezy to the pool area. It was the most awesome pool ever made. Wave spent time in the pool with Breezy and it was fun, but the sun was getting lower in the sky, so they started walking towards the boat port. The two of them walked up to the sign next to the boat. It said Tropical RMS Titanic. It showed a map of where it's going. The map showed a random part of the ocean. It's not the tropical volcano archipelago they thought they needed to go. They walked down the ship port. None of the 8 luxury cruise ships were going to the volcanic archipelago. They thought the buried treasure might be in. Then a sailboat came to a sign. It didn't have a travel license on it. That was definitely a big problem. It looked like a fancy, beautiful, luxury sailboat ship. What a nice little fisherman-style place, Breezy said, and she immediately got distracted. The sailboat was still there. Wave walked on it curiously. It looked like a beautiful, luxurious sailboat inside of it. The boat left the port. Wave felt determined to save the world because she heard that the volcano might destroy the world and erupt one day, just a day earlier. There were so many wealthy people here, so this must be the best luxury experience, she thought. She went to the pool first. The pool had a middle section that was dry. There was a big water slide, a lazy river section, a fake wave generator, plenty of stunning fountains, and a fake geyser sprinkler area with a hot tub nearby. The water around it was different water levels and had fun sprinklers. Warm, bubbly hot tubs were nearby. She had never been to a real luxury resort cruise, so this felt special. A fancy restaurant and a big shopping mall. She went into her room. It was comfortable, spacious, and it had a big TV in the living room. She went outside on the top deck, enjoyed the pool and the ocean sounds, and enjoyed the place. She enjoyed the indoor luxury, all-you-can-eat buffet, and then went to the ship deck to the pool swimming and relaxing for the rest of the day. She watched the sun set slowly over the sky in the rim of the top deck. A singer and performers set up their space in the middle of the pool and started singing beautifully, and people played the guitar and other instruments. She sang, "Do you want to go underwater? Oh, I'm drowning, drowning, drowning in my sadness and my tears are falling. Oh, I wish he was there with me, but no, he's not. We're done. He broke up with me. I broke up with him. Broken hearts are why we are lost. We should move on. I will want to drown in the sadness." The instruments kept playing, and the eyes of the swimmers in the pool turned a glowing, pale white. Everyone except for Wave was screaming, "I can't see. This hurts. Somebody..." Wave's eyes were not affected at all. She swam to the edge of the pool and walked out of the pool. The mermaid sang, "Uh-oh, he wants to drown in the dreaming that he should have stayed, but he wanted to move on. How dare he call me a monster? I'm just a mermaid, just a hypnotic mermaid, just a dark magic mermaid. I can't fit in, so why should I try? Just a little different, just a little crazy, just want to have his soul. His soul is really tasty." The rich people in the pool forgot how to swim and started drowning deep in the water, and the people off the pool dived into the pool, and they started to drown. Wave wasn't affected by this dark magic. 2 more singers came by. They sang, "She will let him drown. He will let her down. She will let him drown. He will let her down. She will give him up. He will give her up. Oh, let them drown. Let her down. Let him drown. Ooh, let them drown. Let her down. Let him drown. Ooh, let them drown. Let her drown. Let him drown. Ooh, let them drown. Let her down. Let him drown." The night time came. The ship captain talked to the speakers. "This isn't a luxury cruise ship. It's an abandoned pirate ship. Thank you for feeding the mermaids with their souls, and thank you for the people who paid millions of dollars generously online for an extra fancy room. Your bodies will feed the new passengers after today. I hope you enjoyed your luxury experience." Then the ship slowly transformed from a luxury cruise to a normal-looking abandoned pirate ship. The luxury was just made of dark magic, and now the ship slowly showed its true colors. Then the same people who were the cooks, the bartenders, the bakers, the musicians, and the staff transformed into pirates. The singers transformed into mermaids, but they still kept singing as musicians played the music. Wave ran to tip off the boat, screaming for help, and she panicked. The pirates ran after her with their swords. "No one even survives the ship, so don't even try," screamed one of them. Wave knew she had powers. She was so anxious, she didn't think enough about using them until now. "You're wrong. I will survive this," Wave said loudly. She turned around and threw her magical water in the hands of the pirates. So strong, the pirate flew off the ship into the oceans. "She's so dangerous, passenger pirates, get her." "I am the ship captain," said the speaker. Some of the below deck passengers ran up to the top deck. They were zombie pirates from the 1600s. These zombies were fast. They can climb walls, and they can jump really high. Wave used her water out of her hands to push all the zombie pirates off the sailboat into the ocean. The regular pirates ran over with their swords in their hands. They were running and ready for battle. Ashley made a magical water force shield around her as the pirates tried to attack her with their swords. She pushed her force shield water ball into the air with more magic water. She saw everything that was happening more clearly. The mermaids were having a feast, eating the souls of the drowned people. The mermaids stopped singing. One of them pulled out a magical conch and blew into it. The noise echoed loudly. The wave near the boat got larger, and it was about to collapse. Waves were very tall and moved to Wave. They moved really quickly, but she dodged the tall wave and accidentally fell on the same sailboat. There were pirates with swords out. Wave had an idea. She was going to get the conch shell. Wave pushed more of the pirates off into the ocean and also used her force shield too. It didn't take long until she pushed all the pirates off of the boat into the ocean. The two mermaids were there, and only one of them had a magical conch. Wave fought the mermaids. They fought back with a powerful light, and two of the mermaids got smashed against the wall and died. She used her magic to get the magic conch shell from one of the mermaids that was still alive and blew into it. The ocean currents got stronger and caused the boat to move side to side, then to the left side. 50% of the people from the pool slid off to the side of the pool and off to the other side. The mermaid she got the conch from used light magic to push the other side of the boat before it could finally tip over. It moves to the right side much faster and harder. The rest of the people went into the water except for one person who was close to falling on the ocean but didn't. Wave slipped and almost fell into the ocean. She grabbed the side of the sailboat and jumped to where the mermaid was and kicked her off the boat with magical powers inside of her. She flew into the ocean, hitting her head on the way down, and Ashley felt warm. She thought even the sailboat stopped moving left or right. It was unstable. Then coughing and wheezing happened. It was the one person who had survived. "Where am I?" the person asked. Wave said, "I don't know, but we're going to the ship port. Everything is going to be okay. I think it will be okay." The captain exited the top part of the boat and walked down the stairs onto the top deck. He said, "You can't steer a boat as well as me, so give me the conch or the storms will come and everything will get 10 times harder, okay?" Wave looked at him and she said, "I don't need your help to get home. I will find out how to do it, and I can not trust you because this is a soul slaughterhouse." The ship's pirate captain said, "Storms come." The storm winds were coming, starting with a slow breeze and with thunder sounds. Then it started raining. A magical thunder almost struck Wave, but she pulled her force shield there around her, and this time it deflected the thunder and it hit the ship captain. The ship captain ran towards her. Wind came towards a wave. It was enough wind to knock her off the sailboat. She blew the shell. The tall wave came close to her. She jumped off of the wave and fell onto the ship. The wave went down slow enough. The ship captain jumped a big distance to get a wave. She moved quickly. The rain increased and the wind decreased. The thunder hit the top part where the cabin was and pushed down. But before it came down fully, a wave blew the conch, and the wave stopped it in the middle of falling down, but didn't collapse into the boat because it was round. The ship's captain got thunder from his hands and pushed it towards a wave. The tallest wave was annoying. Wave ran up the round wave and pushed from the angle of her hands to the ship captain with magic water. The ship captain got pushed deep under the ocean. Then the wave went back into the water where it was. The top part of the boat was about to smash in the center quickly. The storm stopped, including the wind, water, and the gray clouds, but it felt like it might be too late to live. Beer began to spray from the sides of the top like a river. The conch started glowing. The beer magically went upwards and fixed the giant hole, magically until the boat damaged was fully healed. Wave ran up the stairs and saw the wheel for the ship. The sunrise rose slowly. Wave moved the ship all night, and the ship reached the ship dock by morning. Wave and the other person walked out of the ship into the fisherman-style village. "Thank you for saving me," said the person. And then they gave each other a short hug. Breezy anxiously was looking for Wave. "Oh, there you are," she said. Breezy said, I can't believe you went on the pirate ship. I was so worried about you." Wave said, "How did you know it was a pirate ship?" Breezy said, "Pirate ships don't have sailing licenses. What happened?" "You wouldn't want to know because it was so scary," said Wave. "I missed you so much, and you have no idea how worried I was," said Breezy. Then they walked to the end of the boardwalk for a long time. They found a long beach and walked along the beach for a while. There was a lower section on the beach. They dug in it because it looked unusual, and they found the buried treasure. The inside was full of very expensive, beautiful, magical jewelry. They walked back to their home with an expensive, beautiful, magical jewelry, and they were so happy. Their home is the Nature Queen's home.